Politics, policies, health, finance, business, sport, and entertainment. World News 91.5, breaking the news all around the world.
Good afternoon and many thanks for joining us on the World News. I am Sunday Daramola. First, the main point. Tinubu warns appointees against poor performance. UN peacekeepers quit Mali after decades. Iran executes 5 for stealing. Israel vows to continue war in Gaza. The news in detail. President Bola Tinubu says none of his appointees will be allowed to give excuses for non-performance in their assignment and responsibilities. In a New Year address to the nation, Tinubu said that he has pledged to serve the country and give his best for the benefit of the Nigerian people. Tinubu, however, said that individual and collective support and collaboration for the good intentions of government must be exhibited by all Nigerians, adding that building a prosperous Nigeria is not for only a few people. Also, the Ekiti State Governor, Biodun Yebanji, has reinstated his commitment to making life meaningful for all Ekiti indigenes. The governor gave the commitment in his New Year broadcast to the people. Governor Yebanji, who highlighted the major achievements of his administration in the last year, said his administration will continue to strive to improve the socio-economic lives of the people through the implementation of the 2024 budget. The governor called on all stakeholders to keep faith with his administration, saying he remained focused on fulfilling all his electioneering promises to Ekiti people, irrespective of their political and social background. UN peacekeepers are due to finish their withdrawal from Mali this week after a long-running mission lasting a decade. The multidimensional integrated stabilization mission began in 2013 after an armed rebellion, but has been asked to leave by the country's ruling military government. The UN mission's head said it did a lot but fell below expectations, with some 310 peacekeepers killed. MINUSMA was the UN's second deadliest mission worldwide after Lebanon. In the summer, Mali told the UN that its 12,000 peacekeepers needed to leave, and the UN Security Council voted to withdraw the mission. North Korea leader Kim Jong-un wrapped up the year with fresh threats of a nuclear attack on Seoul and order for a military arsenal build-up to prepare for a war that can break out at any time on the peninsula. Kim lambasted the United States during a lengthy speech at the end of the 5 days of year-end of the party meeting that set his country military, political, and economic policy decision for 2024. The meeting announced plans for further military development this year, including launching 3 more spy satellites, building unmanned drones, and developing electronic warfare capability, as well as strengthening nuclear and missile forces. This is the broadcasting service of Ekiti State. For news, information, or comment, send to bscsnewsroom@gmail.com. Iran today executed 5 people convicted of multiple armed robberies and banditry, which rendered roads unsafe and spread terror among people. Reports have it that the 5 stole livestock and building materials in several areas, including Abzor province west of Tehran. According to human rights group, Iran executes more people per year than any other nation except China. The Metropolitan Police said 4 police officers have been injured and 8 people arrested after a demonstration in South London. There were clashes in Camberwell after a protest related to tension in the Eritrean community. Footage of the incident seemed to show people wielding sticks, clashing with officers, bringing traffic to a halt. Police said about 50 people gathered outside a private venue before violence broke out. The United States Geology Survey says a powerful 7.5 earthquake hit central Japan today, prompting tsunami warnings. Authorities urge people in the area to move to higher ground. The Hawaii Tsunami Warning Center said hazardous tsunami waves were possible within 300 kilometers of the quake's epicenter along the Japan coast. Denmark's Queen Margaret II has announced a surprise abdication in a New Year TV address. She will formally step down on January 14, which will be 52 years to the day she became queen. The 83-year-old is the world's only reigning queen and the longest serving current monarch in Europe, taking the throne after the death of her father, King Frederick, in 1972. She revealed that the decision was made after a period of reflection following surgery on her back in early 2023. A military spokesman said Israel's war in Gaza will continue throughout 2024, insisting that tens of thousands of reservists will be needed to fight. The army official confirmed this in a New Year message. The war between Israel and the Palestinian militant group Hamas, which rules the Gaza Strip, erupted after Hamas fighters carried out a deadly attack on southern Israel on October 7. And now to sport. Reigning African Footballer of the Year Victor Osimhen has been spotted attending a crossover service in a church in Lagos on New Year's Eve. The forward was being released by his Italian club Napoli for the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire, pulled up for service to the cheers and delight of the congregation. And still on sport, Lionel Messi's legendary number 10 Argentina jersey will be retired for life when he hangs up his boots, the country FA president has revealed. Messi, considered by many as the greatest soccer player in history, pulled the cherry on top of his iconic career last year when he helped Argentina end its 35 years wait for a World Cup out in Qatar. The Inter Miami superstar has now inspired his country to every possible major trophy while scoring 106 goals in his 180 caps, cementing his status as an all-time Argentinian legend alongside the great Diego Maradona. And to end the world news, yet again at the main points, we told you that President Bola Tinubu in his New Year message warned appointees against poor performance. It was in the bulletin that UN peacekeepers are due to finish their withdrawal from Mali this week after a long-running mission lasting a decade. You also heard that Iran has executed 5 people convicted of multiple armed robberies. Lastly, on the world news, you heard that Israel has vowed to continue war in Gaza. Before we go this afternoon, here is our message for you. Let moderation and contentment be your watchword this new year. And that was the world news as put together by the production team and edited by Shola Olorunlano. I am Sunday Daramola. Good afternoon.